Welcome to the chilling tale of the time loop serial killer, a twisted murderer who has discovered a way to create time loops, allowing them to commit the perfect crime and escape justice. In this harrowing adventure, a persistent detectives become trapped in the time loop, determined to solve the murder and break the cycle before becoming the killer's next victim. Prepare yourself for a mind-bending journey filled with suspense, intrigue, and the race against time. In a quiet city, a series of seemingly unsolvable murders has left the police force baffled. The crimes are committed with surgical precision and the killer leaves no trace behind. Unknown to the police, the murderer has discovered a way to create time loops, allowing them to commit the perfect crime and escape justice. Detective Alex Carter, a dedicated investigator with an uncanny knack for solving complex cases, is assigned to the case. Frustrated by the lack of progress and clues, Alex becomes obsessed with tracking down the elusive killer and bringing them to justice. While following a promising lead, Detective Carter suddenly finds himself trapped in the killer's time loop as he relives the same day over and over again. Alex must use his keen detective skills to solve the murder and find a way to break the cycle. As the time loop resets, Detective Carter begins to notice subtle differences in each iteration. Realizing that these anomalies are the key to solving the case, Alex meticulously collects evidence and retraces the killer's steps. Armed with new insights from each time loop, Detective Carter starts to piece together the killer's modus operandi and the method behind the time loop. Determined to stop the murderer, Alex races against the clock, knowing that failure means being trapped in the loop forever. As the investigation progresses, Dr. Carter discovers the twisted motivation behind the time loop serial killer's actions. The murderer is driven by a desire for infamy and the belief that the time loop will make them unstoppable, untouchable force. With time running out, Detective Carter finally confronts the time loop serial killer. In a tense showdown, Alex must use his wits and knowledge of the time loop to outsmart the murderer and bringing them to justice. As the confrontation reaches its climax, Detective Carter discovers the key to breaking the time loop. With the killer apprehended and the cycle broken, Alex is finally able to return to his normal life, knowing that he has saved countless lives by stopping the time loop serial killer. In the aftermath of the case, Detective Carter becomes a local hero, praised for his relentless pursuit of justice and his ability to solve the seemingly unsolvable. The time loop technology, now in the hands of the authorities, is studied and locked away, ensuring it can never be used again for nefarious purposes. Despite the time loop serial killer's capture, a lingering shadow of doubt haunts Detective Carter. He wonders if there could be others out there who have discovered the secret of the time loop and are using it for their own twisted ends. Just when Detective Carter starts to settle back into his normal routine, he is approached with a new case. The crime, seemingly unrelatable to the time loop serial killer, bears some striking similarities and raises the possibility that someone else may have discovered the secret of the time loop. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, Detective Carter dives headfirst into the investigation. With the experience and knowledge gained from this previous encounter with the time loop, Alex is more determined than ever to prevent another murderer from exploiting the technology for their own twisted desires. As Detective Carter uncovers the truth behind the new case, he begins to realize that the time loop serial killer's influence may be far-reaching. The possibility that other individuals have learned the secrets of the time loops means that Alex must remain vigilant and continue his relentless pursuit of justice, ensuring that no one else can use the time loop to commit the perfect crime. The gripping tale of the time loop serial killer serves as a chilling reminder of the lengths some individuals will go to in their quest for infamy and power. In a world where technology can be both a tool for good and weapon for the evil, it is up to the brave individuals like Detective Alex Carter to stand up against the darkness and protect the innocent. As the story of the time loop serial killer continues to unfold, we only hope that the tireless efforts of Detective Alex Carter will be enough to keep us safe from the terrifying threat of the perfect crime. In a world where time is both our ally and our enemy, we are left to wonder what other chilling mysteries await us in the shadows of the unknown.